Things falling all over the place. All right. Yeah, to go through and set up notifications for this. There you go. Hey there, welcome to Rusty's Sudoku stream. As I said a moment ago, I need to get my notifications out. And looks like I've got my Sudoku stream up. I'll check YouTube with that. Hmm. Never mind. That's my other channel. Take a look at Sudoku channel. Pretty much. And in live, there should be a video showing. Oh, yep, this live. Okay. Why am I getting that? Okay. Now I get my notices out. I'm going to trust that all the channels are up. I'm not going to go looking at which row right now. I'll do that another time. Uploaded, uploaded. Yeah. Back to the puzzle. Notification is up on all the services that I use. we're doing medium puzzle 649 today. It is noted on my posting as R649M. Basically, that means it's coming out of the medium collection from the SudokuStore's Sudoku Puzzle collection of 1,000 puzzles. If you would like to get a copy of that, or any other of his collections, including easy, simple puzzles and to work through, maybe to bring your skills up from the very beginning, to his hard puzzles, which we'll be doing some of this week as well. I do hard puzzles on Fridays and Saturdays. So you're welcome to come and join me for those, and so on. All right, first 20 seconds, once it validates, are for you to grab a screenshot if you want to see if you can solve it on your own. So let's see what we got here. It is a validated puzzle, so give yourself 20 seconds or so. I would say don't spend too much time on that setting up, but grabbing a screenshot. That way you've got something you can work with. And another 5, 3, 1. Oh, we're done. Okay, time for me to start solving. Okay, one of these two is going to be 1. I've got 3 possible ones there. 2 possible ones here. And 2 possible ones here. 2s. And I've got 3 possible 2s here. 4 possible here, 4 here. 2 is not going to get much love today, it looks like. 4 possibles up here, 5 here, and so on. All right, 3s. Well, these are blocked, these are blocked. Got 3 possible 3s here, 5 possible 3s here, 2 possible 3s here that go with the 1s. We've got a pair doing some blocking right off the bat for us. That's nice. Over here I've got 4 possibles, 5 up here, and 3 or 5 up or 5 down here. All right. On to 4s. Hey, we get a solve of a 4. That one goes right there. And we've got 3 possible 4s here. I've got 5 here, 2 here, and 3 possible here. 6 or 5s. So there's 3 possible 5s here. So that means this is a 5. That and that. Say one of these two is a 5. 5 possible 5s here. Well, 5 possible 5s here. And 5 possible, no, I take it back. There's 3 possible 5s here, 3 possible 5s down here. All right, 6s. I've got 4 possible 6s here, 5 possible here, 3 possible 6s there, and 3 possible 6s here. 5 here, 6 possibles here. Already mentioned the 4 in this one. 5 over here. There's also 5 up here. And 6 down here. All right, 7s. One of these two is a 7. One of these two is a 7. I've got 4 possibilities here. 4 possibilities here. and 2 possibilities here. So on to 8. Top row of 8s is already solved for us. So is the middle column. Rubbing the sleep out of my eyes or something. Over here we've got 3 possible 8s there and 2 possible 8s down here. So we'll mark those 2. That means this is an 8. So we're down to an 8 here. This becomes an 8. That can't be. This is. So we get 8 solved. You can do anything like that with 9s. We're not getting nearly as many 9s offered to us. But 2 possibilities here. This one's going to be a 9. One of these 2. Nope. This one's going to be a 9. Here we've got 4 possibilities. We've got 3 possibilities here. Oh boy. Let's see. And so far, 5 possibilities there. Okay, that can't be a 9. That can. These 2 can't. This one can't. Alright, let's run through the numbers again. The ones on up again. We get those 2 to be 1s. These 2 to be 1s. 1 and 1 here. 1 and 1 given there. 2 possibilities for 1 there. And 3 possibilities here. 2s. All the open ones are available for 2s here. I've got 3 possible 2s here. Three possible 2s here, so one of these 2 has to be a 2. And it's going to be this one, so that's not. One of these 3 is a 2. One of these 2 is a 2. And since we've got 2s in one of these 3, one of these 2 is going to be a 2. And that's because this can't be a 2, and we need 1 in the row somewhere. Down here again, we've got 1, 3 pair, so we've got 3s covered there. Unfortunately, I've got 4 possibilities for a 3. Nope, I got a singleton 3 here. We solved the 1 and the 3 down here. Because there had to be a 3 in the row. And that's the only cell that was open. Down here, we have to have every number as well. We've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like this is going to be a 6. That means one of these 2 is a 7. All right. Yep. Well, these 2 to be a 7. Except this is going to be a 1. Now that I've got a 1 here. So that makes that 7. And this is going to be a 4. Nope, not a 4. Not a 1. 2. One of these 3 is going to be a 2. We'll come back to that. Oh, and because we've got that 2 placed, we can now put a 6 here, I believe. Yep. And that means one of these 2 is a 6. Okay. I've now got 2 possibilities for a 5 here. Two possibilities for 4 here. And unfortunately, I still have 3 possibilities for a 6. Let's see if we can address that. So we got the 2 possibilities for a 1. There's a 2. 4 possibilities for 3. Although down here, one of these 2 is going to be a 3. That means one of these 2 is a 3. That means I should be able to solve this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this one's going to be a 9. Means one of these 2 is a 9. We'll have these 2 possibilities for a 9, so alright. I got 2 possibilities here. One of them could be a 2. One of them, nope, not a 3. 4, 5, 6. One of them is a 7. 7, 2, 7, 2. So this is not a 3. This is a 3. That makes one of these 2 a 3. Which we kind of knew. One of these 2 is going to be a 3. So the numbers I've got left here, we've got 1s, 2s, 3s. One of these 2 is going to be a 4. 5 is given or learned. 6 goes here. 4 there. 9 here. So this is no longer can be a 9. That's a 9. And let's see. 6 is still a bit of an issue, except it can't be here. So 6 is going to be one of these 2. This can't be a 5. That's going to be here. That means one of these 2 is a 6. We got 4, 6, 4, 6, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7. Get a 5 in here already. Oh, this can't be a 5, so let's mark that as a 7 and this a 5. Okay, over here, I get the possibilities for 1. One of these 3 is going to be a 2. None of them are going to be a 3. One of these 2 is going to be a 3. And that goes with the 6. So now we've got a 1 and a 7 down here. We end up with a 2 going in here. And that's going to help elsewhere. Since neither of these can be a 2, it means one of these 2 is a 2. Got a 1 here. One of these is, well, one of these 5 is going to be a 3. 4. One of these 2 is going to be a 5. And we got 3 down here yet. 6 is going to go in here somewhere, one of these 2. That means that one of these is, this one's, oh. That means I've got something broken. I need a 6 in the column. Both of these spots are blocked. That means this should be a 6, which means that can't be a 6. All right. Time to start over. Reset the puzzle. At 12 minutes and basically 13 minutes. So just going to go through and flood fill this time. In flood fills, I do not care about the number of ones we're putting in, or number of any digit. Well, if every one of them fits, every one of them gets a copy of the number, like the 2's here on that cell. They're getting all the love. may cause some confusion for some people. My apologies. But I ran into this type of a problem. So okay, that's going to be a 4. So plug that in. These 3 are going to be a 4. One of these 5 is going to be a 4. 3 possibilities here. Oh, this one's not a possibility. 2 possibilities there. Over here we've got 4. 5 possibilities. 3 possibilities. My mistake. Keep missing the fact I've got the 4 there. Okay, 5s. 4 possible 5s here. 2 here. Solve there. 3 possible 5s here. 3 possible 5s here. 2 here. 6s. Everything here gets a 6. Here we've got 3 possibilities, and that's going to be the 6 there. Here we've got 3 possibilities. 3 possibilities here. A 6 here, which gives us 2 possible 6s here. I've got 5 possibles here and 5 possibles here. All right. 7s, we've got 2 possible 7s up here. 2 possible 7s here. 3 here. 4 here. And 2 here. 8s. This is going to be an 8. I've got an 8 here. An 8 here. An 8 here. And that is the 8. This looks like it should be a 9. Let's do a quick check on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that means this is a 9. Right. I've got a 9 going in here as well, because it has to be in the column. One of them has to be up here, and it's not in that column there. All right. One of these 2 is a 9. A 9 here. One of these 2 becomes a 9. One of these 3 is a 9. And then over here, I've got 4 possibilities. This one thinks it's going to be a 3. It can't be a 9. 9 and 3 are what I need in the row, so this is going to be a 3. That makes this a 9, not a 9 there. And not a 9 in the column, which I've taken care of already. All right. 7, 2, 7, 2 means this cannot be either 7 or 2. 1, 3, 1, 3 here. That means that can't be a 7. Oh, by the way, this can't be a 7 or 2. So that's going to be a 7. And 3 is already out too. So this is going to be a 2, and this is going to be a 1. That makes this a 3, this a 1. 2 here. Somebody's been screaming at me, I'm sure. So we get a 7, 5 pair there. Okay. 9, 6, 9, 5, 4, 6, 4, 6, or 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay, we've got 2, 3 pair there, so 2 and 3 can't be a pair there. Neither of these can be a 2. Makes this into a 9, so that can't be a 9. And that can't be a 9. Four, 5, 6, 4, 5, 5, 6. So not a 4, not a 4, 5. 7, 2, 7, 3, 2, 3. Okay. 7, 2, 4, 2, 7, 4, 5, 4, 5. Can't be a 1 here, so that's a 1. Not a 2 here, because there's a 2 there already. We got a 7 and 1. So those can't be 7 or 1. That's obviously not an issue. All right, we are at a point where I should be able to just punch through it, but let's try that by grabbing a 2 and a 7 here. That means a 3 here, 7 here. End up with a 4, 5 there. Not a 7, 2 here, 4, 5, 4, 5 mat. Okay. So that looks like it may be the correct answer. We'll come back to it if we need to. Do a 5 and a 7 here. That turns this into a 9, this into a 6, this into a 7. Oh, this was no longer a 1 for a long time. So that's a 3, another 3, not a 7. That becomes a 1, not a 3 in either of these. Not a 6 here or here. That's a 4 and that's a 5 as a result. This becomes a 4 and a 5 here. Not a 4 here or there, so that's a 4. This is a 6. Not a 6 here? 9's 3 pair. But it can't be a 3, so that's a 9. That's a 3. This becomes a 6 and a 9 here. 5 here. Not a 5. 4 and 6 there now. 2 here. 3, 2 here. 6. 3 here. 6 here. Nope, not a 6 there. I already have a 6 down here. So clean up the 6s. Clean up the 3s. Clean up the 9. This can't be a 5, so it's a 2. That's a 5. 24 minutes and 19 seconds. So 11 minutes of stream, or of solve to do the final one. But it took me longer. I want to say thanks to everybody who joined in, said hello, that I missed it at this point. We will look forward to checking up with you again soon. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.